Hey everybody, this is Perch, and hey Joe, how are you?
I'm all right, Perch. How are you?
Shitty, but no, I'm doing great. Everything is wonderful. I hear you have a question for me though.
Yeah, I was just wondering, do you remember which book won the most recent round robin?
Uh, no, wait. It's okay. Hang on. Now I'm thinking. The
Uh-huh.
long pause probably gives you your answer. All right. So the first round robin was won by Robins, right?
Yes, it was in the title. It should have
Okay.
been a
Yeah,
giveaway.
Robin run Robins, and that series did actually happen, right? Like we got them. There was like
Yeah,
the angry girl Robin was trying to kill the other Robins, and in the end, they're
yeah,
all friends. Is that what happened?
yeah. I think there were like the cheesecakey robin covers for that one. I'm trying to remember. I think
Who was the
um,
writer for that?
it's Tim Sealing.
Was the writer for Robbins?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have. All right, so I won't put you on the spot here with this, but
Mhm.
I have nothing against Tim Seeley. I've chatted with him back and forth on things. He recently
Mhm.
posted something on Twitter like since Elon has taken over, he's just seeing porn, and then I wrote, "You could send it all to me," and then he liked that. So that's good. So I don't have
Yeah.
anything against Tim, but that Robbins series was awful.
Yeah, I don't know any like, and again, I love Tim. He's great. He's been very
Yeah.
kind to me for years. He did a few like just free sketches for me at cons.
Hmm.
Like, wouldn't take the money. Like, very
He's a,
nice
he's
guy.
he's a decently nice guy if you meet him personally. I know people get hung up on his Twitter feed, and I guess he argues with people. I'm sure he does because why not? But
Sure.
he is a nice guy at cons, and legitimately, he's one of the nicer
Mhm.
people you'll meet at a con. Which
Yeah.
does lead me to believe something you mentioned before we start recording that it's nice when you can just have good moments with people, even when you don't agree with them politically, but you can still be kind of
Yeah.
friendly to each other. It's crazy.
It is weird when that happens. Yeah.
Okay,
But
I'm
yeah. So
stalling at this
Robin.
point.
No, no, for sure.
Second round robin. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to say, I know I even did a video. I think with you
Yes.
on the entrance, and I think we even did it when we were down to like the final four.
Yeah.
And was wait a minute, was it Suicide Squad Zombie or something? Was that even an option?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't that one. It was there was like a vampire one, I think that had it was like Vampire Batman Suicide Squad or something from like Zach Thompson, but that didn't win.
Oh, okay. What won?
The Connor Kent Superboy won.
Connor Kent Superboy. What was the pitch though? I don't. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm not. This isn't a bit. I don't even remember that title in the top in the whole running.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like I want to say Ken Porter was the writer.
What was the pitch that he was? It was just he was just hanging out.
I think it's the pitch is, oh my god, we actually have a Connor Kent Superboy book again, I think was the pitch.
Okay. Um, I know we've done videos on round robin before, but at this point we've gone through two. Again, I'd like to think my memory isn't completely shot. That's not a great sign when this was just a couple months ago. It ended, right?
Yeah, it was like earlier in the year. I want to say like, April, May, something like that.
Oh, way early. Okay, so several months ago. This has been a terrible marketing campaign. Are they going to do a third one? Do you think?
I don't know because also the winner of that, like the book, I don't think is out or even solicited
I'm sure I've not
yet.
seen a Connor Kent book like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, and no one's talking about it, and there's no buzz. I don't know what's happening. And then they said some of these books would come out eventually, but they're finally releasing Blue Beetle from the first one from Josh Trujillo, who I've worked with before. I like Josh, but that was the one they wanted to do the most from that first batch
Oh,
after Robbins.
I just okay. So now I didn't cheat before clearly because I didn't get it right. So now I'm going and I'm
Yeah.
looking at what was done. So he has last year's winner Robbins. got 6 issues, and it's done. So now, Superboy, Man of Tomorrow, said voting was complete in October. Wait, that can't know. Nobody knows. Anyway, voting was complete. That can't be right. Robin, a few months later, fall. Okay, no, you're right. So the Round Robin 2 seems to have ended in May.
Okay.
And Superboy, Man of Tomorrow, 6-issue series, Porter and Lindsay won. And the last 4, Kenny Porter and Yanoi Lindsay. You know what? I'm sorry.
Okay.
It doesn't say what the pitch was in this article, but it beat out Constantine and the Demon, Suicide Squad Dark, and Green Lantern Light at the End of Forever. And it beat out Suicide Squad Dark. Clearly this isn't a great idea.
Do you think they could even do it now? So apparently I think they got the most votes on Instagram. But now that people seem less inclined to use Twitter, like if you're extrapolating this out, and like the next one would be in, let's say, if they do another round robin, it starts in February, March.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you even want to put yourself through that again for a book that when's it coming out?
I mean, so as they were saying in the article, so basically when Robins came out, based on the months when the first round robin ended, that we should see Superboy in November. Clearly, it is November. It hasn't been on the solicitations that I've seen. The pitch for Superboy, the title that won was Determined to find his place in a strange universe, Connor Kent Superboy leaves Earth behind, but his journey of self-discovery brings him face to face with a group of freedom fighters who challenge not just everything Connor stands for, but what it means to bear the Superman crest. Now, in fairness, if your pitch is someone wearing a Superman shield leaves Earth to go to a hostile environment, finds freedom fighters, and learns what it means to be Superman, isn't that the pitch that we just got done with the Superman War World with Philip Kennedy Johnson? Isn't that what they've been doing for the last year and a half?
Yes.
It's exactly the same pitch.
Yeah.
Okay. And that one. Anyway, but this whole process, it doesn't really feel like DC even wants to do these titles. Like, it feels like the social media marketing department of DC put this together, and nobody at DC actually wants to do any of this.
Yeah, I really don't get it, because like you were saying, it's like it's not even in solicitations, which means if it was coming out this month and it's still not in solicitations, it's going to be at least 4 months late at this point.
It's 4 months late. The best case scenario is this is February.
Yeah.
So all right. I can't imagine they do this for a third time. But then again, they do stupid things.
Yeah, I don't get it. There's no real heat behind this. There's I mean, do you think, because I'm trying to think of reasons why it would stall out, it seems like the Superman office is working really hard to create, like, after all this is done, War World and all that, it seems like, okay, we're finally ready for this new direction. We got Joshua Williamson is settling into this office. He's taking Superman. We're keeping Phil Kennedy Johnson, and we're going to be crafting this sort of expanded Superman family.
Right.
And it feels like you're doing all this work as the group editor, or, the editors on this, to carve this out. And then off to the side, they're like, oh, by the way, here's this book we already greenlit using a character you're probably using, having him do things that don't fit what you're working on.
And also involves him leaving Earth and doing the same thing he just spent a year and a half doing, when the premise is the Superman family has come back together. It's not just doesn't fit, it's completely the opposite of what you're currently doing. I mean, so we hear a lot of people say that the fans should have more say. It'd be better if the company, catered to the fans. This feels like a attempt to do that and completely wrong.
Yeah. This feels
Okay.
like, well, because some of the problems too, like with the round robin, were I think the first round of voting, you didn't even know what the pitches were for the
Yeah, that's right.
books.
Same
And
with
then
this.
like the second round, it was like we'll start sharing creative teams and like things. And it's like,
Yeah.
so people are already voting, not actually knowing what they're voting for.
So
And
in other words, it's a parallel of the U.S. elections.
sure, but
Okay.
for every election, really anywhere ever.
Well, I don't look forward to this, but thank you for stumping me.
Yeah, no
And
problem.
I hope that the outcome of this just has to be that we're done because even I mean in theory I still believe this was a good-ish idea. The idea that you're gonna pick a bunch of titles and let the fans have a say in what gets greenlit. I mean that's not a bad idea. It's just executed so terrible.
It also seems like a lot to do something like this and then commit to putting out 6 issues and not just like a one shot.
Yeah. Well, in particular, given that a lot of your comics are only 6 issues, even if they're launched as ongoing.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't. And does that Robbins series that came out, like no one seems to have referenced it, or
No, people forgot about it instantly.
yeah, so I don't know why you do something like another round robin before. Was Robbins even done and out and like as selling as a trade by the time they did the
No, the 6th issue of it dropped right as the Round Robin 2 started. That's what the article says.
That sounds like bad timing.
Well, I mean, if it was successful as an experiment, I think it'd be great timing because it ends
Sure.
and then you kick off the next one. If it had gone smoothly and people were liking it and the title was selling, but if none of those things were happening, it's a terrible idea, like you say. So we'll give most people are probably tuned out right now because the entire topic is terrible and boring. But what's
Sure.
if there is a round robin 3? What's the title that you're pitching?
Round robin 3.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I go completely out of left field here and do the do the continuing adventures of the Hour Man from the future and Snapper Carr.
Oh my God, you're going to pitch a Snapper Carr book.
Snapper Carr and Hour Man, and it's just more of that stuff from that like Tom Pyre run from like the late '90s, early 2000s.
Why not?
Yeah,
I'm thinking something with the Space Cabbie. I think it's a 6-issue series. Space Cabbie is going to pick up a different person in each issue, and the entire comic is going to be just them talking in the cab. And in one of the issues, it will be Jerry Seinfeld.
That's the money issue right there. I feel like you do if this is 6 issues, I think you probably want Jerry on like the 4th issue to get like a bump.
Yeah, because that's the point where the sales will drop. Well, Joe, thank you very much, and fuck.
Yeah, thank you, I guess.
Yeah.